Hey guys, this is going to be an energy reading just for the collective. Please like, share, subscribe. Go to my Facebook to get, just updates, resources, some of my reads that I don't post on YouTube. My Facebook will be in the link will be in the comments below. All right, so let's get started. Oh, also, if you want to book me for a read, you can book me on my Facebook or on my email, and I'll be also dropping my email below. And if you want to give a donation to my channel, which I appreciate, my Cash App will also be in the links below. So, once again, this is an energy read for the collective. Divine feminine, divine masculine does not denote twin flames, but denotes those that are rising to their divinity. All right, so this is not a love reading. If it ends up being a love reading, then so be it. But for right now, we're going to say this is not a love reading. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it resonate. Plenty of readers on YouTube. So I first cut the deck. What I got was, okay, my collective. It looks like right now you are in some serious transformation. Literally rewiring your nervous system and finding strength and surviving your traumas. I'm going to take this too, because you also have overcoming fear and your perspective. So that's what we're working on right now. The energy right now is a perspective change. It's really not about how we feel right now. What I'm seeing is we're being pulled to think of things more logically, see things from another perspective. To zoom out and look for common ground. So what I want to do is get a little bit more. Okay, so finding strength in surviving my traumas. I did a reading earlier today for some of the a chakra read, and basically one of the things that came out for the collective is a lot of the trauma and experiences that we've gone through, maybe that we're currently going through, it should be propelling us to overcome our fears and to start to break open some of these karmic cycle and blockages that have been blocking us for a very long time. Overcoming fear, I will transcend every loss. Wow, okay. And you have to find your strength to do that. This is all about perspective. When I look at this card, literally I see two perspectives. I see where I can just focus on what little I have, or look at almost the unknown. Because when we have trauma, let me tell you what we don't know. We don't know how to process it. We don't know how to deal with it. And we don't know how to look at it from I want to say logical, but just clarity. A higher perspective. Thank you, Spirit. A higher perspective. Zoom out. This is the universe talking. This isn't earthly 3D domain. You're being asked to go to a higher perspective to see your strength, to see you. I find strength in surviving my traumas. One of the messages the Spirit gave me for that other read was Spirit will give you the seeds. Life gives us a lot of seeds, but we're the gardeners. How we choose to plant them, where we choose to plant them, if we choose to plant them. This is all up to us. And honestly, I feel like, yep, rewiring the nervous system. I feel like we have accepted a lot of seeds in our garden, which is our own energetic fields, our own bodies, our own auras, our own chakras, our own creation and manifestation systems. We've accepted a lot of the trauma energy as actual parts of our makeup. We have to really look inside of ourselves to really clear a lot of that stuff out, and that's transcendence. That's transcending every loss. That's overcoming fear. That's actually rewiring the nervous system, both spiritually and physically, meaning both energetically and physically, because there can be psychosomatic trauma to the body as well. Okay, let's see what else Spirit has for us. I just saw a card that I don't really think belongs in this deck. Oh, maybe it does. Okay. Whoa. All right. I feel worthiness, feeling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Okay, and embracing worthiness. So, all right, so it all kind of goes together with the reading that I had today. So definitely check out my Facebook channel because that reading is my Facebook page. I'm sorry, because that reading is on my Facebook page. But what I do see is some solar work that needs to be done. But also, I see some root chakra work that needs to be done, maybe in the collective, because I feel like there's feelings of unworthiness. And I don't know if it's just for the divine masculine, feminine, or maybe both sides of the coin right now. It's just feeling 555 on my timer here. Just feeling, and those are obstacles. Those are changes. The 555. It's expansion and growth, getting over blockages, learning how to overcome changes, overcoming fear. That's where you are right now. That's the energy right now. So now that we know where we are, I want to get some advice. And I don't know why I took out these moon cards, because now, I took them out, so I don't, but these aren't what, no, these are not what I want. I think these are what I want. So I do sometimes get messages about what my decks are, and honestly, I have a lot of them, but I want to get more. And please, if you want to donate a deck, email me. I'll tell you how to do that. Or go to my Facebook page and message me. I mix decks that seem like they go together, and then I forget what the decks are. I do still have boxes and books, but if you really, really, because I hate to just not answer, because sometimes I just won't answer, but if you really, really want to know what a deck is, just message me and I'll go through my stuff and find out what it is. So this is a deck that I mixed, so it's so thick that sometimes I have to shuffle separately. Okay. Let's start with this one then. Okay. Alright, Spirit. What are the... No. Okay. Are there any messages? What are the messages? Alright, so... Okay, I can kind of see where this is going. Take it. Unless you want me to have it, then I'll take it. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing is the big change that you're going through right now is because you're being called to something greater. You got the call. There's a lot of you may be getting like a literal call where you may have a whisper in your soul, like your soul is calling out to you. It literally says on the whisper of your soul. Your soul is calling out to you and saying it's ready to break whatever it is that's holding you back. I feel like it's a lot of the collective that's in a bit of, I want to say, anguish cycles. So I wasn't really gonna, I want to know really and truly kind of who I'm dealing with, because all right, so I feel like there's some anguish cycles happening, like some really truly breaking of the heart type shit. And yeah, oh yeah, I'm really feeling it now. And it kind of came over me with this whisper of the soul, honoring my soul. I feel like somebody's soul, and it could just be us as a collective, because I know I felt this as well, but somebody's soul is just tired. And what you need to know, what Spirit wants to tell you, is you have 10,000 angels around you. And you need to lean on them to get through your fear. And this lay right under perspective. I don't really do spreads, so I always kind of look at how I lay cards, because I feel like some things are just spirit led. And how I laid this is under perspective. We have overcoming fear and 10,000 angels. Maybe we have some of us that are really feeling unsupported and just feeling like I just can't make it. You have a lot of things coming onto you, a lot of anxiety, and some of you don't really even know where the anxiety is coming from, because a lot of it is self-imposed on yourself. Whoa, with the sun. Okay, the sun card right underneath the three of swords. Sun card come out, and right underneath that we have the three of swords, the heartbreak card, and then we have balance here. I'm gonna take those, and we do have the lovers here. So it, like I said, this isn't a love read, but hey, it could be a lovers type situation, or it really just could be when the lovers comes out, unless there's other cards surrounding it. For me, what I see it as is just something that you were passionate about, something that you really loved. Good health is also on this card, and I did say, rewiring. I know I can't say that, nervous system, that maybe, okay, thank you, Spirit. You guys are making yourself sick. Somebody is literally heart sick. Now, I don't know if this is for like one person or a collective of people, but someone is literally heart sick. They're in separation from something that really, really made them happy. Thank you, Spirit. They're in separation from their own worth. With this particular song, it says have confidence in yourself with this sun card. So someone has separated from loving themselves, like almost to the point where you're in like a depression. Okay, let me see how this played out. All right, so under this lovers card, we have I feel worthiness, feeling every cell in my body and feeling amazing, embracing your worthiness. Yeah, okay. Let me here, be fluid. So also when I see the lovers, I also kind of see maybe some decisions have to be made. That's also a decision card, or kind of how I see it, especially with balance coming up. And be fluid, embracing your worthiness. Yeah. Give me some clarification on be fluid. I feel like I need a better chair because this makes so much noise. And I like to play music, but I think one of my videos actually got like a copyright mark. So I said I wasn't going to do that. Alright, so there's something, I'm not, okay, we're going to take this one. Alright, so there's a worthiness issue you guys are going through. And it's because you were not able to acquire something that you really, really wanted, but you're trying to hold on to it so tightly that you need to just understand that you have to be fluid. Once again, this is about perspective. I feel like decisions have to be made. I feel like that as collective, I just saw 1515. As collective, I feel like because I'm in the collective as well, we are going through transition. Our soul is calling out to us. And honor the whisper of your soul is clarified by the sun, which is really brilliant new ideas that lead to success. So a lot of the collective are kind of trapped in this energy that I saw of being, out of balance. We're out of balance with the Three of Swords, leading the angels of overcoming fear, perspective. I feel like this is a whole line of Eight of Swords. It's kind of a self-imposed mental imprisonment energy that you're in right now. Maybe even the Eight of Wands, where this energy, it feels like a cycle. That's maybe why I keep getting eights. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. You're in a cycle. You're in a cycle right now that needs to be broken, and it needs to have balance in order to do that. In order to do that, you have to change your perspective, and you have to overcome your fears. How you overcome your fears, you have to transcend your losses. How you transcend your losses? First, you have to see them, you have to recognize them, and then you have to do what you have to do to change them. Now, this isn't the first time I've been getting this. I got it today, I got it yesterday, I think I got it the day before. So this is just the energy of the collective right now. Maybe what we need to do is get a little bit more clarity on exactly what are the cycles that are needing to be broken. Because I feel like maybe that's the question. Because it almost feels like there are questions that need to be asked, but are answered, but the right questions for some reason are not being asked, or let's see. And once again, this is not for everyone. It's not for you, and it's not for you. It doesn't resonate. Please don't make it resonate. Alright, give me some clarification on this situation, please. Give me some clarification. It's 5:15. Okay, I got 15:15. The clock says 5:15. So if you want to get these numbers up, I'm sure there are messages from the universe for you. That's way too many cards. I forgot those cards are on the floor down there. Okay, I'm going to take that because that's just... Alright, so one of the things that you guys are really kind of upset about is that you feel like you haven't earned what's yours. Now, this could be in business, money, family, romance. It could be in any genre, but you feel like you just haven't gotten what's yours. You feel like you've been putting up the good fight, but you just haven't been able to receive what belongs to you. So that's got you feeling really down and kind of depressed, and looking at things like you feel kind of lost. You don't know what to do right now. You're feeling out of balance. What's blocked here definitely is perspective. Yeah, okay. It's a lot of grief. You actually got the Eight of Swords. I didn't really want to do reversals, but all of this is showing blockages. You are stuck in a cycle of self-imprisonment. Actually, the meaning really doesn't change here. You are stuck in a cycle of imprisonment that is keeping you locked. And it's because you feel like your success is being blocked. You just can't get what you want. But honestly, you're being very short-sighted about it. That's that's the self-imprisonment. That's how you don't transcend your loss, is being short-sighted about the bigger picture. Once again, you can look at this two ways. You can look at it as like just looking at this little bitty thing, or you can just you can see the bigger picture. See that there's more to this. See that there's a way to change your perspective and gain balance. And how you do that is getting out of your own mind about this and realizing that you are supported. You do have people, places, and things, angels, you want to call them angels, your ancestors, whatever you believe in, they are around you and they are supporting you right now. There's a truth that needs to come out, but it's a truth of self. And though it is kind of laying on top of the Lover's card, acquisition, go with the flow here, and embracing your worthiness, not getting the things that we think we want, it fucks with, how do I say this? Here's the thing. Okay. So I was on a post talking to just a Facebook friend, and never met this person in real life, but one of the things that I picked up about them is that they pretty much think they can do anything, and not like in an egotistical, narcissistic type of way, but just that, you know, I have dominion, I can do this type of thing. And one of the things that they said was that when you see your manifestations, when you see things happen, it strengthens your belief in yourself that you can do anything. What I'm getting from some of the collective here, once again, this isn't for everyone, is that because you have put in a lot of work, a lot of seeds, and a lot of different things, and you haven't seen your manifestations happen, you have locked yourself in like this grief cycle, and that you have to come out of that. And one of the ways that you do that simply is just by embracing your worthiness, knowing that you are worthy. Now, I know that seems really kind of simple, but trust me, I know that it's not. I know that it is a difficult place to be, but it doesn't mean you have to get stuck there. It doesn't mean that you can't break that cycle. So this is a really quick read here, and I just kind of want to get some really quick advice. I left my lighter. And I wanted to light stuff, but I left my lighter. Let me pause this. Okay. Let me get some good energy in here. Just a little bit of good energy. Not a little bit of good energy, a lot of good energy. Because now we want to get into the advice portion and what can the collective do to bring up their spirits. Okay, what I'm hearing is it's really the divine masculines that I'm reading for right now, believe it or not, and not the divine feminines. Okay, no, it's both. It's both. All right, because honestly, I really thought it was just the divine feminines. I'm not gonna lie, but it's both. So I guess spirit want me to know that it's. Well, damn, is everybody feeling bad? Like, what the fuck happened, y'all? What happened? What's going on? Because I know some of our feminists is really feeling their shit, feeling really good. But you know what? That's this reading. It could be for them too. They may have some stuff too that they need to clear up. Who knows? All right, so we're going to bring in some good energy and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. Okay, so spirit ancestors. All right, so spirit ancestors, angels, all spirit guides, please come through for my collective so that we can understand what is going on. How to heal, how to balance. This is also 2 decks that I mixed, but if you want the decks, just comment and I will try to find them. I had so many old decks. I got rid of them when I went through my fiercely Christian stage. I'll talk to you guys about that one day. Very interesting. Sure, maybe a lot of people on my channel actually, maybe even going through that and go through some of that transition. You know what? I don't know why I brought that up. So maybe that could be a transition that people are going through. But I see love comes out, of course. It's the top card here. Why are we so obsessed with love? Can somebody explain it to me? Let's see. Wow. All right. You know what? Collective, both feminine and masculine. Guys, when it comes to love, know that you are much wanted, much deserving of, and I mean love in all forms. The bottom card. I'm going to keep you because I saw you earlier. Love in all forms, not just romantic love. The romantic love is beautiful. We all want it. But just love in general, you are worthy of. The energy around love that you want to have, that you want to embody, is power, superior confidence, enthusiasm, with faith, good fortune, and authority, with Sagittarius energy coming out here. Sagittarius can be very confident. Some of them can even, have a little ego, a lot of fire about them, but they know who they are and they aim for what they want. And that's what Spirit is saying that you have to do in love. And once again, what I'm seeing is not just love of other people, but love of self. See, here's the thing. We allow people to treat us how we feel we deserve to be treated. And until we stand up for ourselves, we're going to always be treated that way. Thank you, Spirit. So the inner child, the inner child came out today. And this is kind of a channel message, actually, where the inner child came out today, and the inner child really needs a lot of love right now. Whether you're the masculine or the feminine, the inner child has gone through a lot of neglect, rejection, and abuse. And the inner child right now is probably the loudest it has ever been. And that's probably why this soul-called card, thank you, Spirit, that makes sense. Honor the whisper of your soul. That's why that came out. Because your inner child needs to be honored. Your inner child has been hurt in so many different ways that it's hard to even be able to comprehend it. You really do have to step back and look at it from another perspective. And it is going to bring up some DNA trauma, because what happens is when we have trauma, especially trauma that isn't dealt with right away, so things have to be triaged. You know what triage is like? When you have something happen, you take care of it right away. You go ahead and you band-aid it, or if you go to the hospital, they take you immediately back to triage. You start wound care immediately, because if not, then the wound just festers and causes rot, and by the time you get to it, you have to cut limbs off. It can be just a horrible process when you let stuff fester. That's what happens in your soul track, in your soul matrix, and in your energetic field, your chakras, and all of that good stuff. Is that when you don't handle this trauma energy right away, it festers and it rottens, and it rewires your nervous system. So instead of your automatic reaction being happiness and love and beauty and joy, your automatic reaction becomes stress and anxiety. That in itself can cause physical trauma to the physical body. We're not even talking about the energetic field. So all of this ties into love. Love in all forms, but in the biggest form is self-love. So the advice to the collective is it's time to go back to your childhood. It's time to go back to who you when you first got hurt, or when whatever happened first happened to you. And sometimes it's hard for us to remember those things, to be honest. A lot of times we've actually just kind of locked it away. But here's the thing is that we're in those cycles right now. So this is a now or never type of thing, because I have a feeling that a lot of the collective, we've been locked in these cycles for a long damn time. And now we're getting to a point where our soul is tired. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was hearing. The collective, your soul is tired. It's tired of going through these cycles, because this isn't just one life. A lot of us have been doing this for a lifetime. And we're tired. And this is like, let me tell you something. It's not going to be, I'm not going to say there's no more cycles left, but it's not a lot, Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time to change it. So we're going to get some advice here. From Spirit to see, okay. What I'm hearing Spirit say is, okay, so I said that I know some divine feminines and some of the collective that's actually kind of happy and chilling and stuff. But here's the thing is that doesn't mean that there is work that's over. It just means that you're just at another level. You know what I'm saying? You've handled some shit. I've handled some shit. Some of us are at 1, some of us are at 5, but none of us are at finish just yet. So, meaning though we are considered divine feminines and divine masculines, that means that we haven't risen to our divinity yet. There's still a lot that we have to do internally to get there. And that's not saying that we're not close. It's not saying that we haven't made progress. It's just saying this is where we're at now. And you have to figure out where you are on the scale. Are you at the beginning? Are you close to the end? Where are you? And figure out where you need to go from there. So this is just a little bit of advice here about how to. This is also a deck that I mixed, but this deck I actually mixed with my own cards that I made. Shit. So I got Lover of Self. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and right behind it, Nurture. Okay. So Lover of Self and Nurture, I mean, that's plain as day. You have to love you. And with the red, we have passion. With Nurture, we have, I like to call this color like a magenta. I mean, you can't really see it. So magenta to me, what's magenta? Magenta to me means integrated. And let me tell you where I got this definition of magenta. You learn things the craziest places. So I am a straight up Golden Girls fan. And there's this scene where Blanche Devereaux, who I love, was talking about herself, as usual. And she was saying about how when she gets all emotional, she has all these different emotions and she doesn't know what to do with them. They're all balled up. And so she says she calls that magenta, because all the emotions are in there together. And magenta for her is when all the colors kind of come together and make this color, magenta. And I thought about that. I'm like, I don't know why that resonated with me, but it did. So when I see or think of magenta, I think of integration and things coming together. It depends on what's coming together. And what's coming together is Nurture and Lover of Self, meaning pull together love from all places. I mean, you have it from your angels, you have it from your spirit guides, you have it from people around you. And believe it or not, my lovely, beautiful friends, you have it within yourself. You have to cultivate it. Cultivate it doesn't mean having to literally create it. Cultivating it just means creating the environment for something to grow. So that's what you're doing. Thank you, Spirit. Gardener, that came out earlier in a reading or channeling or something, that you have to be your own gardener. You have to nurture yourself, nurture the seeds, so you can create, if you want to say create the love for yourself. But it's already there. You have the love for yourself. Your inner child loves you and loves herself, himself, but it's just that they don't have the right environment and the right seeds to grow it. So you're being called to grow it. That soul call, that tire, that burden, that's your inner child. And that's where you are right now. And once again, you know, you have to see where you are in the journey. So I'm going to do some practical advice on what you can do to just kind of help you along. My shuffling sucks. I don't know if I have to say that every video or if you could just take notice. But hey. All right. These cards are really, really stiff too. Oh, okay. I think I've seen these before. Okay. All right, so you're being asked to reconnect. Maybe some of you have gone a little bit numb and you need to reconnect. Vetiver will help you reconnect. Vetiver, V is in Victor, E is in Elephant, T is in Tom, I is in Igloo, V is in Victor, E is in Elephant, R is in Ragu. Your affirmation is, I am present. You can't always escape your trauma. Thank you, Spirit. So some of us may be escaping into like addictive type of behaviors, or not even that, but just procrastination. Some of us are sleeping a lot. Some of us are just trying to keep ourselves busy, but not focusing on what they should be focusing on. Okay, that's the divine masculine. So divine masculine, they're just trying to keep themselves busy. And they are not focusing on what they need to focus on because they are really busy trying to escape. And the thing is that that's just going to cause more circulatory behavior of bullshit. So vetiver, and however you want to use it, will help with that. We also got tangerine. Tangerine is aroma, it's a smell, so that would be aromatherapy. Vetiver is can also be well, they both can actually be used in oil as well, or a solution, but tangerine, your affirmation is I am playful, innocent, inner child. Okay, so your inner child wants to play because maybe some of you grew up in situations where you didn't get to play, or you weren't you had too many responsibilities. Your trigger statement is I have too much to do. You had too many responsibilities, or you just were not able to kind of tap into that. So maybe your inner child, one of the ways to heal your inner child is allow it to play, allow it to laugh. Don't be so serious. This is for the divine masculine. Okay, so you guys are really serious right now. I don't know what has happened, but you guys are really, really serious right now. And I feel a lot of anxiety right now. I'm feeling, I just want this shit to be over. Is what I'm channeling right now. But whatever is happening, divine masculine, you're in a cyclotory as well. And maybe you just don't get it because I have a feeling some of the divine masculines really haven't gotten to this point yet. And maybe some of them are just now getting there, which is good because they need to get there. But at the same time, they don't quite understand it. So it's causing maybe a different type of issue for them, and they're really stuck. I'm hearing, I don't want to do this. Well, here's the thing. That's why the Lovers card came out, because this isn't really about love. This is about choices. You have the choice. You have the choice. Carefully weigh your decision. You have a choice. You can either go forward in what you're supposed to do or not. And this is probably for masculines and feminines at this point, the entire collective. Because nobody wants to really sit down and look at their shit. I mean, who wants to do that? I don't want to do that, but you have to. Actually, that's a lie. I actually like to do that because I think it's just a part of my nature, my sign, my makeup is I'm very, very introspective, and I like to kind of look at my shit and see what's going on with it. Not that I always fix it. Not that I'm always that introspective either, but it isn't something that I dread. For some, we really don't want to, and we disconnect. And this is why this came out. You have to reconnect with your trauma, with your emotions, with you know, in order to have love. This is and open up your heart chakra. You really have to reconnect to the things that hurt you and get rid of it, clear it out, get a new perspective on it, and then and rewire how you think and what you do, how you move, and ultimately what you will become. Okay, guys, that's basically the advice. Bottom card: create some art. I don't know if you guys are artists. I'm pretty sure some of you are probably artists. Create some art, and once again, playful. Your inner child wants to create some art and do some different stuff. So think about the things that make you creative. I've actually been coloring. I have a coloring book because I like to color. And wow. Okay. And so the last card here, because nothing's by happenstance, so I'm gonna put these decks down. Bergamot. B is in boy, E is in elephant, R is in Robert, G is in good, A is in apple, M is in man, O is in Omar, T is in Tom. Bergamot. It's an herb and it can be put in, aroma therapy, but what I'm really seeing it is like not a topical solution, but just a herbal. Maybe a bath or something like that. But the triggers, and this is for expansion. This is also green. So we're going to relate it to the heart chakra. We were just talking about that. And it says, I'm not enough as your trigger statement, but your affirmation, guys, because Spirit wants to get this across so much that he's just going to plainly say it, is I love myself. That's your affirmation. I love myself. Your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. Once again, the body care coming out, rewiring your nervous system. All right, guys. So expand to love. Let love be your guiding light and the things that expand you. All right. So that's it. And open your heart. Also, heart chakra. I open my heart. Your trigger statement is I will not forget. So some of you want to numb out because you want to forget. And the thing is, if you keep doing that, you won't forget it because it'll still be in there. In order to literally forget it, you got to think about it and feel it. In whatever way that is, let it go. Make amends. Go to spirit. Whatever it is, you have to heal it. And the true statement is I open my heart. And what do you open your heart to? Love and what? All form, right? Release the suffering and take another step forward, sweet one. With each step, you will see more light and healing. All right, so you can't get more plain than that. All right, my beautiful collective. I hope this helped you guys out. And once again, if you want to get a reading from me, just email me or message me on my Facebook page. I am taking donations, so my Cash App will also be in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys for being here on my channel. See you guys later. Bye.